Matter of fact, let's look at the great boxers. Let's look at the great boxers of 2023. For the greatest boxers, this is what it says. And I'm gonna go through it, and it's gonna be some boxers that's up there that I might not know, you know. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be more boxers that I do know because they stamped their name in the game. They fought great people, great fighters, or whatever the case may be. So one, Canelo Alvarez. Okay, of course. Is he number one? Of course. I feel he's number one. It might be arguable, of course, but he's definitely up there. He put a stamp in the game. He fought a lot of great fighters, and he been tested. Regardless of what you may think. In my opinion, he's been tested. Right. Number two, this person I do not know. I have no idea who he is. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce his name. Number three, Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk. Of course, I know who that is. He beat Anthony Joshua, which was a good fighter, and he took all his belts and he beat him 2 times. So, of course, he's great. I know who these great fighters are. What's number four? Terence Crawford, of course. Terence Crawford. He should be a little bit higher, a little bit, in my opinion. But I know who he is, of course. Dmitry Bivol. I might be pronouncing these fighters' name wrong and all that, but he beat Canelo Alvarez. I know who he is. Alvarez wanted to move up again, and Bivol stopped him right in his tracks. So I definitely know who that is. Tyson Fury, of course, you know who he is. He's undefeated. He beat Deontay Wilder 2 times, 1 draw, I believe. And it was he definitely should be probably, I'll say he should be up a little bit more, but he's at a great spot. Lomachenko, he don't deserve to be that high, but he's a great fighter. At some point with him and Clarissa Shields was like, in terms of I think they won the same amount of belts or whatever the case may be. He's a real good fighter though. Yeah, his footwork is crazy, but his ranking number 7, I don't know about number 7. He's a great fighter though. Devin Haney, this confused me. How you got Devin Haney so low when he got all the belts in his division? I'm confused. At some point, Teofimo was said to have he was said to be undisputed, but he had a franchise belt. They was arguing, whatever the case may be. Now, Devin Haney, he has all the belts, but you got him below Lomachenko. That don't make no sense at all. Probably once Devin Haney beats, or once Devin Haney fights, I believe he's gonna beat him. But once he fights Lomachenko, that'll knock Lomachenko to like 23, like Michael Jordan or something. Who knows? But yeah. And then you got Shakur Stevenson. Of course, who Shakur Stevenson is. He, to me, I ain't gonna lie. I think he's one of my favorite fighters because his defense is crazy. He's not a brawler. He's more of a strategic fighter. He's like a chess player at the end of the day. He really analyzes the board, analyzes the boxing ring. David Benavidez is another undefeated fighter, but to me, David Benavidez haven't been tested neither. I might be wrong. I gotta look him up on Wikipedia later on. But David Benavidez, I think he's fighting Terence Crawford. I might be wrong again. You gotta look that up. But David Benavidez is another undefeated fighter. And he fought, a lot of great fighters. Kambosos, I don't know why Kambosos is on there, but to each his own. Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez though, so I kind of understand it. But just me thinking about the Devin Haney fight making me realize, like, damn, he got beat up 2 times badly. So it's kind of making me put him low on the ranking list. Then you got Romano Gonzalez. I don't know who that is. Then you got Deontay Wilder. Of course, you know who that is. Bronx Bomber from Albany. I said Albany, Alabama. You got Javante Davis, 14, number 14. Yeah, it's kind of low. It's kind of low. Yeah, it's kind of, he should be up a little bit more, but to each his own. Great play at the end of the day. Great fighter at the end of the day. I mean, you got Jamal Charlo, great fighter. Gennady Golovkin, he's getting old. He's 40 years old. Shit, he's a great fighter too. He was a great fighter. He should retire. He should hang it up. After he fought Canelo Alvarez, it seemed like his hunger wasn't in him no more. When I seen that fight, the first two fights they had a draw. The first time, the second time, Canelo won. The third fight, and Canelo won again. If I'm wrong, let me know in the description. But the third fight was a fight where I seen the end of Gennady Golovkin, in my opinion, because he really didn't seem like he wanted to fight. He just seemed like he was hanging in there, Then you had this. He beat Yarde. I really never knew who he was, but it is what it is, man. You got Anthony Joshua, of course. I know who that is. So Andy Ruiz, he beat Anthony Joshua, and he's a good fighter too. But Errol Spence, I don't know why they got Errol Spence so low. They got him 22. How could you put somebody 22? I don't know why they put him so low. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna argue with this less hard body. All I'm gonna say is that these fighters need to fight. Errol Spence need to fight Terence Crawford, man. That needs to happen. Cause at the end of the day, it's really like, man, what's going? We know the contract, blah blah blah, but the fans want to see the fight. How we gonna make that happen? Because at the end of the day, y'all want to be great. Terence Crawford gonna be 40 soon. He's 35. You know what I'm saying? When is that fight going to happen? Because at the end of the day, they got to solidify their spots. You know how Muhammad Ali could say he fought all the greats or a lot of the greats. Errol Spence fought a lot of the greats as well. But I believe Muhammad Ali could say he fought everybody that was great in his time. That's all I want to hear about Errol Spence, man. He just needs to fight Terence Crawford, man, because man, yo, you don't know how bad everybody want to see that fight. Everybody want to see that fight for sure. Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier. That's gonna be like, come on, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence gonna be like a Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier on steroids a little bit, probably. Who knows? You'll never know until it happens. Never know until it happens. Yeah, man. Then you got Ugas, Teofimo Lopez. He's kind of low, but it's understandable. He lost. I'll take that back. He lost to Kambosos, so I understand. But yeah, man. Gary Russell Jr. Jamal Charlo. Yeah, so that's the list basically. Ryan Garcia kind of low too, but he definitely has to prove himself. I'm glad to see that he's fighting Javante Davis. I believe it's in April or something like that. I'm glad to see that's happening because that's what we need in the sport of boxing. We need the greatest to fight the greatest, or the best to fight the best to see if they're great or not. Just let me know what y'all think in the comment description again, man. Consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification.